Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for April 1st through 15th, 2020. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys have been doing great and staying well and healthy and safe out there. If this is your first visit to the channel, welcome. Thanks so much for checking me out. And if this is a returning visit or you are already subscribed, thank you so much. I seriously appreciate your partnership and involvement in the channel. And if you have not yet done so, I always do invite you to reach out there, hit that subscribe button, join the Dragon family, and also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoy this content. As always, first a few quick notes before we start that this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Cancer out there. If the messages resonate with you and they make sense, they are meant for you. If they don't make sense, if they just completely do not resonate and you're going, that's not my story, don't try to make it fit. Just chuck it on out there to another Cancer, or revisit the reading, in a couple days or a week and see if then it makes more sense, because sometimes that does happen. This is mostly going to correspond with Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, and all Cancer cross watchers are welcome to join us as well. If you are interested in a personal reading, would like to make a donation to the channel, or would like to get links with info to the card decks that I use, I always post all of that information down below in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started, Cancer. This is a big change of the season. I'm going to tell you a little bit about your astrology for a few minutes, and then we're going to dive into the cards. We have changed up the energy quite a bit. We've gone from the very spiritual, dreamy last sign of Pisces, and we have shifted over to the bold, masculine, very much more aggressive and kind of wake up energy of Aries. And that happened on March 23rd. Or 23rd. No, actually, it was more like the 19th, 20th. Yeah, that's when the sun moved into Aries. We had the new moon in Aries on the 24th. So this is creating a whole big new line of energy. This kind of feeling can be a bit challenging for you because the sign of Aries does create a square aspect to your sign. That means that it creates more friction, more challenge, a little bit more fire, a little bit more spark, makes you feel a little more restless, and definitely throws some things in your way that you have to work through a little bit more to get the benefit from them. This mostly highlights your universal 10th house, which is the Capricorn house. So for you, Cancer, that really lights up public life for you, public image, your higher ambitions, things that you've really been wanting to do or accomplish, or things that you're in process of getting to or achieving or accomplishing or working on. It really does bring up, it gives you more stamina, it gives you more perseverance and patience around things, so that's not a bad thing. But the one thing that it does many times do is push you out more into the spotlight, which you're usually not too fond of unless you have, maybe some planets in Leo or something in your chart where you like to be, in the public eye a little bit more. But most Cancers, pure sun sign, they're just like, nah, I don't want to do that. So just be aware that through the sun's journey in Aries, you may be feeling that a little bit more, that you are being pushed into the spotlight, or maybe being asked to take on a little more responsibility than usual. We still do have Mercury moving through Pisces for this first half of April. That's a very nice placement for you because you do work well when communication is a little softer, a little more intuitive, empathetic, compassionate, etc. So lots of things moving and changing. A couple really big things for you, Cancer, is that, Mars, the planet Mars, and the planet Saturn have moved out of Capricorn into Aquarius. Y'all have been dealing with so much heaviness in your universal relationship house, especially this last 2 years, that this is going to give you a nice little reprieve. You'll still be dealing with a lot of energy around relationships, but having Saturn move out of that universal house for you, it takes some of that pressure off. Unfortunately, Saturn will come back into Capricorn later this year, but for now, until, it goes retrograde, you've got a little bit of a break to where, the relationship heaviness lightens up, you know, at least a little bit, if not quite a bit, depending on the aspects in your personal chart, you know, kind of depends on how much you feel that lift. But it's definitely a welcome change for you, because I know, Cancer, that relationships, partnerships, friendships, whether they're romantic, family, business, etc., whatever your relationships have been over the last 2 years that have been, you know, very challenged, it's really great to have a break from some of that, you know, some of that intensity, some of that heaviness. So let's go ahead and get into your cards. I'm going to pull a few major themes first, and then we're going to dig into a full tarot deck, not tarot deck, but it's a full tarot spread, and we will see what your story is for this first half of April. Dear angels, divine ancestors, beings of light, helpers and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Cancer as we do their reading for April 1st through 15th, 2020. Please protect their energy as well as mine, and please bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. All right, so Cancer, this is a time of focusing on abundance for you. The number 88 in your numerology comes up, which is a beautiful double number. The number 8 is the strength card in the tarot deck, in the major arcana, and the 8 to me is that symbol of infinity. It's a symbol of balance between your physical nature, your mental, you know, and intellectual state, and also your spirit and your emotions. But the 8 is often a symbol of abundance, money coming through, finances improving, etc. So this is a beautiful card to pull right now. So let's pull a spirit animal card. Let's see which of the animal spirits is coming to you from this earthly plane for encouragement. Oh, and then Cancer, the otter spirit came up, which just says you are never alone. The otter is very loving, very sweet. I love that the number is 42. That adds to a 6, which is all about love. That's the number of the Lovers card in the tarot. So this to me says that, yes, relationships are hopefully improving, and even if you feel that you're very alone, this is spirit reminding you that you're not. For some of you that are coupled, because this is general, this could mean, you know, relationship improving, finally things starting to reconcile, or just feeling very content with your partner. So, and make sure to be loving on yourself too. And also remember that, you know, 4 times 2 is 8. So 8 is a big number for you right now in this particular time of the year. So let's pull you a chakra crystal card, and let's get a chakra and gemstone for you to work with. This is an interesting one, apophyllite. It almost looks like a quartz crystal to me in this picture, but apophyllite is a stone for the third eye and the crown, so this is very much about both your spiritual and your intellectual and, you know, intuition senses. So yeah, this is about bringing in definitely messages from the divine, from your higher mind. If you're, you know, someone that has a lot of vivid dreams, they might really start picking up during this time. And this is just really focusing on connecting with spirit. So very, very nice, very higher mind kind of energy coming in from that stone there. So let's go ahead and get into your tarot. We're going to move Mr. Dragon over here. And I'm going to be using the Spirit Song Tarot, which has spirit animals, and I'm going to be clarifying with the Celestial deck, and that is a tarot deck that has all of the planetary and astrological signs included in it, which I really love. So let's go ahead. My little Cancers. Oh, my moon people. Let's see what comes up for you guys. Let's see, Spirit. April 1st through 15th, 2024, Cancer. Yes, Cancer, you're definitely going through a real time of change, and yeah, coming through some really tough times and completing those with the 10 of Swords right in the center of your spread. This is your main, place that you are now, what you're experiencing. So yeah, that 10 of Swords, 10 of Feathers with the snake, as the spirit animal on that card. This is recovery, transformation, shedding that skin off and completely having that renewal. This also to me tells me that you have come through a really trying time emotionally, intellectually especially. It's like a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of frustration, probably tears, worries, anxiety. There's just been a lot of difficult times that you've had to really endure and come through, but that is coming to an end. That is coming to, closure with that card coming up there. Yes, and the Hanged Man. So right now, this is that Neptune influence of a spiritual transformation and a point where it's like you're letting go of one old way of living, and the new way of living hasn't come into completion yet, but you are in that process. So, many times I say the Hangman literally asks us to hang in there. So hang in there, Cancer. Your transformation is in process. You are going to have blessings and gifts coming, because that is sort of the result of the Hanged Man. It's like, this is the symbol of, Odin when he hung upside down on the world tree to attain enlightenment and spiritual advancement and awareness. So it's like that's really what this is. It's like the Hanged Man isn't just there to frustrate us. It's like, yes, this can be uncomfortable. Yes, it can feel like a sacrifice of some kind, maybe of your time, your energy, etc. But there is a point to the process. Your enlightenment, your awakening is coming. So then in the immediate past, we have the Eight of Crystals, which to me is all about, patience, working at something one day at a time, the dedication, the perseverance, which I definitely see that you guys have really, really had. A lot of my Cancers out there, you've been working steadily but surely, almost to the point where it's like, is there ever going to be an outcome to this? And that is what you've been feeling. That it's like this is one day at a time energy. But it is, this is a good outcome usually with Eight of Crystals, because it shows that dedication to your goal. Yes, and we have the Three of Cups. So to me, it's like this is what you've been working for, is that celebration, is that fulfillment, is that feeling of like, yes, I did it. This could also involve some of your friends. This could involve, coworkers or people that you care about. You've all been working together in some cases for you. Going into the immediate future, we've got that Five of Feathers, which is the same as Five of Swords. Strategy, resilience. Sometimes this is picking up the pieces after there's been a falling out. Sometimes this includes people not having lived up to their side of an obligation or an agreement. Sometimes very much people having let you down. And this is really you, having the strength and having, that resilient spirit to pick up the pieces and keep going. So Cancer, if you've had, people or situations like that, it's like, I know that it's really hard for you guys to let go of it, because Cancers, you're very loyal, and you hang on, you don't let go of people easily. So, but this may be telling you in some cases, and certainly take this as it resonates, but for some of you, you really, it's like it's time to let something go. It's time to cut your losses, pick up the pieces of whatever's good that's left and keep going. Yes, and look at that, King of Wands, Cardinal Fire, very, very strong energy moving forward. This is Aries energy, so I would say that at this time of, Aries sun moving through here, this is like so much time for you to recreate. It's like take what has, what you've gained, cut the losses and go forward, because you have a real ability to be a creator, because Aries is that burst of initiation. It's the beginning. It's the spark that creates the new flame, you know. So this is really about you becoming that creative spirit going forward. So underneath, we do have that Queen of Shells, which to me is very much your energy. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces represented. Peace, compassion. This is to me, yet again, you know, here we have that little otter spirit, and she is, you know, so gentle, so kind, but she's also protective. She's also careful about, you know, how she lays her emotions out there. And right now, this is your subconscious. This is what's going on within you, what you're kind of focused on. And so for you, it is about that emotional process. You're focused on your own peace, your well-being, your solidity. If you're spending more time at home lately, like a lot of us are, this is a time when you really, really want to turn your home into your personal sanctuary. And if you don't feel comfortable opening up your feelings to someone around you that doesn't feel quite right to you, it's fine to keep your thoughts and your feelings to yourself at this time as well with that card. We have the Three of Wands, so yes, this is definitely you just kind of taking a bit of a spiritual, emotional sabbatical and going within a little bit, taking good care of yourself. And that Three of Wands says, you know what, you want to hang out with me, you're going to have to come here. I'm not going to run around and chase you anymore. That's definitely true with that matchup. So message from Spirit crowning the spread. Here it is at the top. This is the Traveler, which is the same as the Fool card. So it's adventure, it's potential, it's newness. You know, Mars, Uranus energy here, Aries energy, a little bit Aquarius going on. So to me, yet again, we're definitely bringing in that rebirth cycle. Spirit really wants you to know that there's something new coming into your life, or you're, you know, reaching out towards something new or starting something new, and you're willing to take that leap of faith. You're willing to take a bit of a jump to get it right now. Yes, and it's towards balance for yourself. It's towards stability and harmony. That's what you want to go towards. This is justice. This is Libra energy. This is the scales of balance, of harmony and equality. So that's absolutely where you're going to, Cancer. So let's get you some advice. Ooh, let's blend, guys. You're feeling a little bit of a tussle there. Nice. Okay. Oh, very nice. Okay, so Cancer, really good stuff here. So, suggested approach, I love this. Knight of Crystals, same as the Knight of Pentacles. So this is steady, slow and steady wins the race. This is, you know, again, there's a real message of, you know, perseverance, persistence, working on something one day at a time, steady as she goes. Cancer, if you feel like you're just like, when is this ever going to reap a result? Don't give up. Don't give up, because this is really saying you are going to get there. This is just, it's a journey. It's a process. It's a day at a time. Don't get too far in the future worrying about what the outcome is going to be. Stay with the process of endurance, determination. You've got the camel spirit there who's able, you know, to go the distance through very difficult climates. So let's pull a clarifier for him. And yeah, that Knight of Crystals, he's our knight that always finishes the race, right? He's the knight that has the greatest chance of success. So this is a wonderful card. And here we've got the Seven of Cups. So Cancer, for some of you, this could be that you feel, some of you, not all of you, but some of you feel like there's a lot of options. There's a lot of different directions that you might be going in. So I would say use the energy of that Knight of Pentacles. Take it easy. If you feel like you've got quite a few options to weigh of where, you know, what direction you should go next, use your intuition on it partly, but also do your research, because sometimes with that Seven of Cups, there can be, you know, not necessarily a bad deception, but it's like something might seem better than it is on the surface. So definitely do your investigation, do your research before you really commit to a new direction if one does come up for you. What you need to know. Love it. The Sun card comes out. So this to me is the most powerful and positive card of the tarot. It is Leo energy. It's optimistic. It's bright. It's very uplifting, and it really brings a lot of vitality, joy, new innocence. You know, to me, that's really shining on the whole spread, because if what you need to know is to keep an optimistic approach and to know that things are more blessed and that the sun is smiling on you and optimism is favoring you. Very, very beautiful. And here we go, Seven of Pentacles. And so yet again, Cancer, the sun is smiling on your hard work, your determination, your patience, because that Seven of Pentacles is so much about patience. It is so much about, you know, that ability to just keep planting the seeds, working at things one day at a time. To me, having that sun card there is just such a blessing, and it really tells you, you know, that your work, you know, will have a good outcome. Don't, even if you're getting kind of down and tired or fatigued or restless about it, this is just telling you, hang in there. It's not going to be like that forever, but your you know, your efforts will pay off. So going into the hopes and fears, yeah, this is that hope for victory, hope for success, hope for triumph. And it's like there's that, you know, underlying fear, of course, that won't come about. So it's like this is really where we really have to face our own shadow side, right? You know, and we have to realize it's like that is something that we're thinking about. Of course, you know, the more that we keep, you know, our chin up and look at the brighter side, of course, it helps us get there to where we want to be, rather than worrying that we won't get there at all. And there's that High Priestess. So, use your intuition, Cancer, as much as you're using your mind and your intellect and your logic. Also use your intuition about this, because look at that moon, look at that High Priestess. That is your own energy coming through with that card. So that to me is you very much standing in your power. Very nice chance of success, but definitely use both the combination of your intuition and your intellect. On the outcome, the Wheel of Fortune. So we do have the wheel turning in your favor towards better opportunities, better chance of success, a better fortune in general. So I really love that comes up. The signs that are associated with the Wheel of Fortune are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, just in case any of those are important to you. And so let's clarify that. And we do have the Three of Pentacles. So yes, again, this is the Architect card. This is building, this is creating many times a new spiritual center of growth. And to me, that's really saying, you know, that this is favored. This kind of work going forward is very favored. So major signs that we have here on the board, we've got Libra, we've got Cancer, we've got Leo. Very strong. We've got a little bit of Scorpio. We've got some Pisces. Oh my goodness. So lots of stuff coming through here. And we do have lots of Earth. Lots of Earth. So don't count out the Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo energy coming through this spread as well. So Cancer, let's pull a last affirmation from Archangel Michael to finish up your reading. New beginnings and a fresh start, Cancer. So yes, there is a lot of new beginning, a lot of fresh new starts and opportunities coming through for you. Thank you for bringing new opportunities and offering support and for helping me release and heal my past. Fill me with trust as I experience these life changes. So Cancer, you are definitely coming into a rebirth cycle with that card. So thank you so much for being here with me today. Hope your reading was beautiful for you. I think it was absolutely amazing. So have a wonderful first half of April, and I'll be seeing y'all soon. Take care.